Turning now to the latest in Venezuela.
Yeah, as it recovers from that strongest earthquake in more than a century. Tonight, the health minister says around 235 people have died and more than 4,000 have been injured.
Before disaster struck, June 24, 2026, was an ordinary day for millions of Venezuelans. Families were spending time together during a public holiday, businesses were open, children played in neighborhoods, and life moved on as usual across Caracas, La Guaira, and other cities. Few could have imagined that within moments, the country would be plunged into one of the worst natural disasters in its modern history. At approximately 6 p.m. local time, two powerful earthquakes measuring magnitude 7.2 and 7.5 struck northern Venezuela less than a minute apart. The tremors, among the strongest ever recorded in the country, violently shook homes, office buildings, hospitals, and schools across several states. In the capital, Caracas, terrified residents rushed into the streets as buildings swayed and power outages spread across entire neighborhoods. In coastal areas such as La Guaira, entire apartment blocks collapsed, roads cracked open, and vital infrastructure suffered extensive
damage. Prior to the mid-1980s, there is no seismic protection system.
As darkness fell, scenes of devastation emerged. Rescue workers, volunteers, and ordinary citizens began searching through mountains of rubble, often using their bare hands in desperate attempts to save relatives, friends, and neighbors trapped beneath collapsed structures.
Its capital was affected badly, so that itself really impacted as a nation in a very severe way.
Hundreds of aftershocks continue to shake the affected areas, complicating rescue efforts and forcing many survivors to spend nights outdoors, fearful that damaged buildings could collapse at any moment.
Tonight, the search continues for people trapped in collapsed buildings. Thousands are reported missing and buildings have been evacuated as far away as the Amazon in Brazil. The natural disaster is the latest challenge for the acting president.
It's dangerous. Many buildings are pretty old and not maintained pretty well in the area.
The damaged buildings could collapse at any moment. The human toll has been catastrophic. According to the latest reports, the death toll has risen above 1,400, while thousands more have been injured. Tens of thousands of people remain unaccounted for, with many families still desperately searching for missing loved ones. Hospitals in the affected regions have been overwhelmed, while morgues have struggled to cope with the growing number of victims. Authorities warn that the final death toll could rise further as search teams continue to reach devastated areas. Despite the immense destruction, stories of survival continue to emerge. Rescue teams from Venezuela and abroad have managed to pull survivors, including children, from beneath collapsed buildings days after the earthquake struck. More than 1,600 foreign rescue personnel have joined local teams in a massive international relief effort, bringing specialized equipment, medical supplies, and humanitarian aid to the disaster zone. Yet for countless families still awaiting news of missing relatives, hope and grief remain intertwined. Today, Venezuela faces a long and difficult road to recovery. Entire communities must be rebuilt, critical infrastructure restored, and thousands of displaced families rehoused. But amid the tragedy, the resilience and solidarity shown by ordinary Venezuelans have become a powerful symbol of hope. As rescue operations continue, a nation mourns its losses while striving to rebuild from the ruins left behind by this devastating catastrophe.